Every 4 years, the world witnesses a massive transfer of wealth and personal stability as fans sell their cars and drain their life savings for a single match ticket. People skip their own weddings to be in the stands. They quit their jobs the moment a leave request is denied. To the fan, none of this feels extreme. It is a simple truth of human psychology. We perform incredibly difficult tasks with zero friction when the heart is sufficiently attached. Mankind does not lack the capacity for effort. When we see this level of dedication, it becomes clear that what we often call laziness is just the absence of love. Consider the specific physical challenge of waking up in the middle of the night. Millions of people flawlessly execute a 3 a.m. wake-up call to watch a 90-minute game, then head straight to work the next morning without a single complaint. Yet, that exact same physical exertion, waking up for a few minutes of prayer before dawn, is often described as an impossible burden. The barrier is not physical exhaustion. If we loved standing before the Creator with the same intensity we love our entertainment, waking up for Tahajjud would feel like a privilege, not a chore. It is a common excuse that memorizing scripture or learning a new language like Arabic is too taxing for the average mind. But those same minds can effortlessly recall who scored in the 78th minute of a match played 4 years ago, along with childhood backstories and transfer fees for dozens of players. The brain does not have a storage limit. It has a priority filter. The human mind remembers whatever the heart is attached to. Struggling to memorize the Book of Allah is rarely a failure of intellect. It is an indicator of where our interests truly lie. Resource allocation is the only honest metric of a person's priorities. We become cautious when spending on a beneficial Islamic course, yet we find a way to pay for jerseys, flights, and subscriptions without a second thought. In this comparison of daily hours, the time given to pre-match analysis and social media debates is massive, while finding 20 minutes for spiritual study is treated as impossible. Nobody merely finds time. We actively carve it out for the things we actually value. When spiritual growth is constantly postponed, the issue is priority management, not time management. There is a stark difference between feeling motivated and being committed. Fans show up regardless of the weather, their mood, or team performance. Rain or shine, they are driven by a commitment that transcends their feelings. They will remain loyal through decades of loss without a single trophy. Yet some of us lose hope in our worship if we don't see a total transformation in just a few weeks. Lasting transformation requires the same unwavering commitment we already give to worldly entertainment. You are already a master of extraordinary sacrifice. The late nights and financial risks prove you are more than capable of the effort. It is never a question of if you can sacrifice. The question is, what are you sacrificing for? People exercise supreme patience for a trophy that gathers dust on a shelf. The believer is patient for a reward that never perishes. Our daily behaviors act as an undeniable, objective audit of where the heart is truly anchored. This worldly attachment is addressed directly in Surah At-Tawbah. The verse asks if our family, our wealth, our commerce, and the homes we cherish have become more beloved to us than Allah, His Messenger, and striving in His cause. It concludes with the heavy weight of that choice, warning those who prioritize temporary thrills over eternal commands to wait for the final decree. Look at your own calendar, your bank statements, and your late nights. Based entirely on the evidence of your daily actions, what would God conclude you truly love?